Welcome to episode number 4 of All Girls Final. It is me, Courtney Landrum. You're one of, I'm just the host that gets you two talking about Survivor, but we've got Kasey and Afton, and I have good news for you guys.
You watched?
I watched a little bit of it.
That's a win.
Did you watch last week when I wasn't here?
No.
Oh my gosh.
So it was basically me giving her the whole episode.
No.
And she loved it.
I think it went really well.
It was a good episode.
We actually found somebody in our building that is a big Survivor fan too to come in every once in a while, but he couldn't come in last week. Somebody from 101 ESPN, our
the
sisters.
station with the most people.
Yes.
Is it Jackson?
No.
Doug?
No.
Carrie?
Who was it?
I can't remember his name.
What?
Andrew.
Marsh?
Yes.
The cutie?
Andrew.
I don't know who he is. I've never met him.
He's in the afternoon.
Yeah, I think he's like a producer in the afternoon, but he's like I always hear people around the office making fun of him because he's like younger.
He wears shorts a lot, doesn't he?
He's like a 28-year-old boy, amongst like a bunch of old guys.
Yeah. But yeah, he's been watching since the beginning. Apparently, he went to our bosses and said, it'd be a good idea. After Survivor, season 50 had already started, we should do a Survivor podcast. And Tommy had to tell him, there's a couple girls down the hall that are already doing that.
And sorry, Andrew, but we've got an all-girls final.
That's right.
But he could come in every once in a while.
I would love that.
He could be the Eric to our Black Widow Brigade.
Right.
I don't know what any of that means.
Everyone needs one. So.
Okay, can I just off the top, before you guys dive into all your topics, tell you what I watched? I turned it on just as Zac Brown was cooking for them and feeding them, and then just pulled out a guitar to sing to them. And my thoughts are this: that was terrible. It was terrible. I did not enjoy it.
Same.
I really didn't enjoy the fact that he made them seafood. If you are going to win a reward, you're eating seafood. Shouldn't it be?
Well, if you're lucky,
if you're lucky, most of the time you're just eating dirt.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get some cheeseburgers out there.
I was going to ask, Afton, what is your thought on the Zac Brown thing? Okay.
So many thoughts. So at first I was like, oh, this is great because it's not a special Zac Brown advantage. It's not.
That's what I thought it would be.
I was like, oh, great. It's more like an old school reward where you get some kind of special experience, which.
Yeah, like a hot air balloon.
We haven't had that in years. But then it's like, why couldn't they go spearfishing with Zac Brown on a boat instead of, and then he's going to come bring what he fished for back to the stupid sanctuary, which I'm so tired of.
Exactly.
It's so
hate
boring.
The sanctuary.
Well, because that's all they do. So we used to have these great spend the night on a yacht, go to a spa, go to a waterfall, take a helicopter ride. Now it's like, go to this dumb hut and get food. That's what it always is. So I was like, oh, we're going to do something a little more old school. No, it was the same thing. Let's go to the dumb hut and have some food. And it made me think of our old days at the old station when a musician would come by and play for us in the conference room. Remember the conference room stuff?
Immediately, yes.
And you're like, do I look at them? Do I not? Do I nod my head? Am I snap? What am I doing? What am I doing here? I'm uncomfortable. And it was so long.
So long.
Like, I'm watching the episode, and they're already in the challenge, and it's a double, it's immunity and reward. And I'm like, we have a ton of episode left. Well, that's because they wanted to devote 30 minutes to Zac Brown. No, hate it.
All right, what about you?
I couldn't agree more.
Oh, good. I was worried because you're a country gal.
Oh, no. I fully, first off, my thoughts on this season. Survivor has gone Hollywood, and I'm not about it.
Yeah.
But I thought, okay, maybe he'll take the cast out on the boat. They'll all learn spearfishing. I didn't know he was such a spearfishing phenomena. And also the tools he was using, I was imagining little, like we use on the show. I didn't think he'd have a whole
arsenal
under the ocean. But I agree, it lasted way too long. I was so uncomfortable when he started playing music. I was like, oh my God, more than one song? What are we doing? And the only person who I think really, really enjoyed it was Colby. Mm-hmm. He was sitting there and he was bouncing around, and I'm thinking, oh my God, can we just get to the game?
Yep. I wrote, good news is I had time to make some bread
Exactly.
while that was going on.
I got up, and that's when I left to do things around the house.
Yeah, and do you think the reason we are so uncomfortable with the singing to people is because we have been...
Because we experience it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm telling you, I don't think the regular person understands how uncomfortable it is.
It's the worst.
And can we also just take a moment to touch on whenever they introduced him and introduced what the reward was going to be, how Jeff points out Dee, and Dee goes, "Oh, your music changed my life." It's like, this girl hasn't eaten in days. She needs a bed. She's losing it right now. She's crying because she did not win this challenge. Right? You didn't need to be there, I promise.
All right, so I didn't watch like that whole thing, but it felt extremely long.
Oh, it was just terrible. I was worried we were going to fight over that, Kasey, because
Nope.
you know, you do the country station.
I do the country thing, and for that reason, I think I have enough of it in my own world,
you didn't
right?
need more of it. You didn't need it in your survivor life.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, well, before we get to the part I watched, which was the last 40 minutes.
You tune in for the last 40 minutes?
It's the-
Shouldn't you be
I'll
in
tell
bed
you,
by
It was
then?
the most exciting part
That's
of the show.
all she needed for this episode.
That's true.
I was very disappointed.
Okay, let's go.
I love Mike White.
Me too.
And I was really bummed that he was the one that got voted off. Now, you had a feeling it was going to happen, but then when that girl that seems like she's really stupid
Emily.
was in the tribal council saying she had a weird feeling.
Yes.
I'm like, oh,
They're
she's
doing
going to
it.
go.
Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't her. And I was really bothered by them kicking him off. But I understand it because honestly, that girl is not making it very.
Right, she's not going to win.
She's not going to win. Mike White. Everybody does want a part on White Lotus.
Right.
They know it's happened, so it's a vacation,
Right.
and so wouldn't you want to be friends with Mike White?
Yes.
And he's such a pleasure to watch. Like, he just is so funny to watch on the show. But I think let's take this and let's start at where it all began, because Mike was kind of running things without necessarily running them. And whenever he first made the reference to Christian that flipped the table upside down, hey, I think your relationship with Emily is reflecting your relationship with Gabby years ago.
That freaked him out.
I thought that was a perfect thing to say.
It was.
It was a perfect thing to say, and it was so true. I thought it was such an insightful moment. Unfortunately, it cost him the game.
I thought he had really gotten Christian because first of all, Mike was right. It is just like that. And it was the perfect thing to say, like you just said. And so I thought he's getting through to Christian, which needed to happen because I think Emily is ruining Christian's game. I think Christian is doing all of the right things, but Emily is getting in the way because she keeps blowing it up. Like, every chance she gets, as soon as Ozzy comes back over to
she starts talking.
she's like, oh, they want to vote Mike out. And he's like, what? I'm like, Emily, what are you doing? Christian has to get rid of her. And so I thought this was going to be that moment, and maybe they could get Mike next time. Not that I wanted them to get Mike, but from Christian's perspective, like,
they're all trying to win the game.
He could have gotten Mike later, but at the same time, I think Mike is more dangerous than
But now
Emily.
I think Christian's on the chopping block.
You think so?
I think so too.
I do.
So I think whenever we see them next week, Christian is going to be isolated by not only Ozzy and Angelina, but now Emily, because now Emily is like, whatever she said at Tribal Council spouted out really made no sense to me. So I'm thinking she's going to cling on to Ozzy like she has been. And Ozzy's mad, so is Angelina, and Stephanie's ready to jump ship with anybody who will have her.
She's just trying to survive.
Stephanie is just going to go with whoever sounds like they're giving the best argument.
She needs the numbers is all she needs. She knows she's at the bottom without somebody else having numbers, so she's just going to do whatever she has to
She's
do.
going to follow the most powerful. And last night for her, the most powerful, because she's not in with Mike White.
Right.
And she can it'll be easier for her to get in with Christian. Who you guys
I'm
are
worried about him.
See, and I don't like him.
You don't like Christian?
No.
She doesn't like him because he got out Mike White.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
come on.
I don't like him.
I
All
get
right.
it.
I mean, I don't know him. I don't know his past. I don't know anything about it. I think Mike White it seemed like during the tribal council that he started hearing what he was saying about you have to say whatever you can to get a show made. and he didn't know where. Once he got into it, he didn't know where to go because he realized, I am not saying good things.
He just kind of outed himself.
Even though he is so smart, but sometimes you get, he was talking in a positive way, but as he was hearing himself, I think he realized, I don't know how to stop this, and what can I say? You know, you don't know what you're saying, and words are still coming.
Oh, yeah. And Emily's sitting to the side with math equations above her head, and everybody's freaking out all of a sudden. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, and I was shocked that Jeff Probst didn't look more shocked with the name. Like, he has a really good poker face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does.
Because when he saw Mike's name, I'm surprised he wasn't more surprised.
And Mike was so surprised.
He was happy. He laughed too. It seems like he is in this for the game of it.
Yes.
And he appreciates, wow, that was a good move.
Yeah.
Blindsided.
But I think now you're missing a really entertaining human.
I agree. I felt that way about Q too. I wasn't necessarily all broken up about Q getting voted out last week, but he was so entertaining.
He's fun to watch.
That I felt like it was a bummer for the viewers to have that factor. And Mike was another one of those that was just really fun to watch. And now we don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
I am glad the Mike, Christian, Angelina alliance is broken up.
I agree.
Because I don't know what it is about that alliance. Maybe it's just the Angelina of it all, but I don't really like that alliance. And I didn't want them to steamroll through to the merge.
Agreed.
So I'm glad that at least that's gone.
I did see Angelina post on social media today that she said it should have been her.
Yeah, it should have.
It should have, but why is she talking about it?
Because she wants to stay in good with her man.
Girl, chill.
You know, there are the people out there. Like, if she were to meet him, you know, we all deal with this in different ways, but if she were to meet him somewhere at a party and she didn't know he was Mike White, famous for anything, she wouldn't probably give him the time of day.
I think you're right.
And
I agree.
There are certain people that people are nicer to them when they find out. You can tell when you meet somebody and they're just whatever when they meet you. But then somebody tells them who you are, and then all of a sudden they have way more time for you and are way more interested. Mm-hmm. She seems like that kind of girl to me. And I don't know much about her because they didn't show a lot of her when I watched.
Yeah. I didn't love her first season. I'm a little
either.
nervous she's going to get carried a long way because she's not going to win.
Yeah, that could happen.
Because she's going to team up with probably Ozzy, don't you think? Because they both were the ones that were left.
I don't know because Ozzy wants her out.
Right. He's been trying this whole time. But I think he could be so mad over this that he's willing to flip the script. And also, poor Ozzy and Christian, who have been to, I think, every tribal now.
Yes, every single one.
Oh.
And Emily.
And I'm not
Those
sure.
three were together on the other tribe.
That's gonna weigh on you.
This feels like I was trying to think back to old seasons, and there definitely were older seasons before three tribes when there were just two, where there was a tribe that always went. But it feels like ever since the 3 tribe split, it's like some kind of curse where there is always this one team that's just so bad. And they were really bad in the challenge. I think they're just a weaker team physically, and that was a very physical challenge. But I felt bad for them because it did seem like their boat got stuck.
Yeah, the way they climbed out of that net was so defeating.
Oh. It was terrible.
These other teams aren't even really having to play Survivor yet.
Nope.
Because Survivor to me is all about those last 40 minutes that you are negotiating.
Well, think that one team was doing a Survivor talent show.
Yes.
And I thought to myself, oh, look at them having fun. That's nice. And then I realized, oh, none of these people have had to do anything but go to the challenges thus far.
No tribal.
No, and so they aren't even mentally in the game.
Yeah.
Nope.
And so, when it happens, they're going to be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be working too hard
To catch up.
Yes. So
Agreed.
so they don't even have to worry about any of this right now. But it's not a fair game sometimes when it's the same tribe that has to go.
Well, I do want to say that Emily spouting off at Tribal Council, I wrote that down as her $1 million mistake. I think that will be the thing that pushes her over the edge. Eventually, when Ozzy or someone doesn't need her anymore, she's not making it very far.
Yeah, and I think she's not worth Christian bringing along for a number because I think she's a liability at this point. She's ruining every move he's trying to make. She's spouting off. I don't think she's worth it for him. I think he'd be better off to find somebody else to be his third with him and Devins when they eventually get kind of reunited. I also put her down as $1 million mistake, but also Rizo. He needs to be humbled. He is not that great. He is positioning himself. He was saying all this stuff about how he's one of the greatest players and, all this stuff. And it's like, you're not doing anything.
Okay, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Because I turned it on, and last week I think we talked about maybe that guy.
Rizo,
revealing something.
Yes.
And then he didn't realize what he revealed was the same thing that happened to this guy.
Charlie.
Right, when he revealed to Charlie that when he was on season 49,
he
voted for Savannah over Sophie, even though Sophie was his number one. That's the same reason that Charlie, back in his season, didn't win, because his number one alliance went to jury and then voted against him.
Yes. So I kept seeing Charlie talking about how that's who he wants to get rid of.
He's coming for Rizo, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
That kid needs to be humbled. He needs to sit down. He is not one of the greats. He's not anybody.
I do like Rizo, but I'm not against. I know you do. I'm not against something crazy happening.
Yeah.
I totally think that, he had sort of an easy route in season 49 as well. He was a great player on season 49, but this is supposed to be a whole nother level.
Yeah.
So I'm open.
Is the prize still $1 million?
Yes.
I feel like you're talking 50th season.
There was a year that it was like Winners at War, that they changed it to 2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now on season 50, you're bringing it back down to 1.
It doesn't make sense to me. It's been $1 million since Richard Hatch won.
Right.
Yeah.
You're telling me this
For
show
25 years
doesn't make a ton of money?
I mean, it has to. Otherwise, why are they
these
still
people
making
are
it?
free.
And did you know, so I didn't know this until a few years ago, I'm not sure how, that the winner is $1 million and then the runner-up gets like $100,000.
Yeah.
And then the next runner-up
And
gets
everybody
like
gets
75.
like something.
I think it's like top 4 or top 3 get something. And I had no idea that even if you were runner-up, you could still get a little something. Not $1 million, but
Still.
it's fun to take home.
They all should be getting something, first of all.
Yeah. I feel like maybe
If the whole cast
it's like jury and up it's much, much smaller than $1 million, obviously. But yeah, there's a number for most people.
But to bring it back and make it want everybody to watch it, it should have been a big number.
Yeah.
I'm talking 5 million. 5 million.
I wonder how many people they asked to be on the cast of this season, because I have to imagine Parvati is somebody who would have been asked. She is having her own anti-survivor moment, so I'm sure she said no. But how much would the winning prize be to get those people back on board?
Yeah,
How
I know
much
they
would
asked
it
Boston
take?
Rob because he talked about it on another podcast.
Oh, really?
He was just like, I think my survivor time's done. And
But if it was 5 million,
If it was
probably
5
be
million,
in.
I'd be on an island.
take some of that Jeff Probst money.
Seriously.
I know you two don't believe in that.
That's okay. He's paying a lot for that Aquanet these days, so I'm sure he's got enough to share.
Any other moments that you guys want to address?
well, I brought this up on our show this morning. I don't know if you saw it because it was technically a commercial. But did you see Jeff was doing an ad for the Survivor board games?
I remember I looked, I made a face, and I went back to what I was doing.
So they have a Survivor board game, which I have played. And
What? No way.
so we went.
Do you also own it?
No,
Okay.
my sister-in-law bought it for my brother one year for his birthday. We went out to Oregon for his birthday. They were living out there. We played the game for his birthday, and we watched the finale. And then I saw Michelle, the winner, in the airport.
No way.
All that same. Yes. And my sister and I are sitting there in the airport. Like, I think that's Michelle. I think that's Michelle. Like, freaking out. And we got our picture taken with her, and everyone's like, who is that you guys were taking a picture with? We're like, oh, it's Michelle from Survivor. And they were like, Survivor's still on?
You manifested it by playing the game. Do you remember, did you like the game?
Not particularly.
Oh.
But they have a new companion game called Let's Go to Rocks.
Oh my gosh.
And I thought of Courtney.
That is so funny.
Isn't that great?
That's crazy.
You're buying it. You already bought it, didn't
No,
you?
I haven't yet.
She brings it in.
I'm not playing.
I
You won't even let me
that.
talk about it.
And another note that I wanted to bring up was that I didn't listen to last week, so I don't know what you talked about and what you didn't, but I need Jeff to stop performing.
Oh, we covered that.
Oh.
The rapping, the singing, the snapping. I can't do it. Remember the early seasons when Jeff was so stoic and almost like mean?
Uh-huh.
We've gone so far to the other side of the spectrum.
First season, Jeff would have never done that.
Oh my God.
No.
I need him to meet in the middle somehow because while I like how much fun he has now, it's a little much.
I couldn't agree more. We covered it extensively. It was uncomfortable.
So bad.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
And that was all just to build up what? I can't even remember.
Tribe swap. Drop your buffs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So dumb.
Bad.
Do you think they're going to do they do another swap? Tribe swap?
I mean, they have before.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, especially if this same team keeps going to tribal. Maybe.
Okay, before we wrap it, I mean, you could have. I'll give you 5 more minutes of my time, but no. What, in your opinion, was the best reward challenge win that you can recall? Because didn't somebody win a car once? And
Yeah, they used to always have cars. There used to always be a car at a certain point in the season.
I really liked back in the day when a reward meant an experience and they would take the tribe to, like, remember when Ethan was teaching the little African kids how to play soccer?
Yes.
Or they would take them to a local village or community and get them involved with the locals. And I felt like that was that's a piece of Survivor that we're missing now. Because if you think about the concept of Survivor, it's these like 20 castaways on an island learning to survive. Now we've chopped it up to just so much strategy, and these are faces that we know, and they're just not eating.
yeah, it kind of takes like the heart out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because if you're talking about those days, it was probably before they had their own island where they went to the same place every year.
Oh, yeah.
And I kind of missed that too. You
Yes.
didn't know what dangers were around the corner of these new places.
Yeah. Like when the alligator walked up and then the guy fell into the fire. That would
Yes.
never happen these days.
Yeah, there was a coral injury, I remember one time.
Yeah, I mean, in Survivor Africa, which I think was season 3, I mean, they had to build like a fence around them because you could hear like
Lions at
night. It was nuts.
Yeah, so they've taken away all of that. So
Maybe that's why it's only $1 million still. They're like, we have made a much easier game for you.
Yes.
If you can outwit,
that's
outplay,
true.
outlast.
yeah, they don't have the dangers around every corner.
Right. There was one reward.
They're very well protected.
Yeah.
And not that I want anybody to get hurt.
Right. Like we
No.
need a snake bite every now and again, like last year. but-
Yeah. There was a reward. I think it might have been on Stephanie's season. I can't quite remember. But there were, wherever they were, there were crocodiles. And they won, they basically couldn't go in the water. They won like this built out pool that went into the water.
But
and
they were
had, like,
protected?
cages all the way around the bottom where they were protected and could get into the water. Because they were just so hot wherever they were.
Oh, my gosh,
They
yeah.
couldn't get in the water, and then they could. I'm like, that is cool.
Yeah.
That's a really cool thing.
Yeah.
We don't get anything like that now.
Yeah, that is cool. It is kind of crazy to think about all the things happening on the older seasons. Like, think about Sandra's first season versus the last season she probably played. 2 different, like I mentioned earlier, it's like going from manual to driving a Tesla.
It is totally different.
All right, any final thoughts from you two? I sounded like I knew what I was talking about this
You
episode,
really
didn't
did.
I?
Yeah,
I think
you
you
do.
kind of liked it.
Well, I mean, the part I watched, I think the last 40 minutes is the best part of the show.
I want to point out that the fact that we're still 4 episodes in finding Billie Eilish idols feels like a programming error. I feel like I understand why there needed to be one on every island, but the fact that now Genevieve has found 2
Yes.
is crazy, and maybe we should have planned this, or maybe we should have taken that out and put in a different celebrity idol. I think we could have planned that a little bit better.
Agreed.
Yeah, Afton really went in on the
Last week. That was very,
annoyance of
I don't want to hear it anymore.
Billie Eilish Boomerang Idol.
Do you think she gets like a residual every time they say her name?
Probably.
Also, I wrote down, once again, Aubry takes it upon herself to isolate and then complain about being a lone wolf.
Yep. She's just crabby.
Yeah,
I'm ready for her to go.
me too.
Who do you think it's going to be next week? If you had to predict who's leaving,
I think before too soon, we're going to have to see something with Charlie and Rizo.
Yes, that's kind of what they're hyping for
They're
next
yeah,
week.
they
so.
sure are. They're foreshadowing
So
that.
I'm hoping that there's some drama there.
My question is, has Charlie gone to others to get them on his side
Not
yet?
that we've seen.
Yeah, not that
but
we've seen. And I guess he hasn't really had a reason since they're not losing yet.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
you don't
he's
wanna-
slow playing it.
You don't want to play that too early.
Well, because they could use that against him and try to rile Rizzo up.
Oh, yeah, totally. They could
Who's the
tell,
best game player of all time?
Obviously. I do hope that like Suri and Dean, I hope everyone kind of takes Charlie's understanding on this one, but I could see them being like, Charlie is a genius. Rizo is 25.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And rolling with that and taking Rizo instead.
All right. Well, great addition, girls. And that's why this is the all-girls final. Survivor Talk. We'll have to get into it again next week.